When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. Hey, what's happening, folks? Nothing to see here, really. Nothing at all except Gondolier. That's right, folks. All this and more. Introduction. Was that even Italian?
You'll be the life of the party. You'll be the life of the party.
Welcome back, folks. I don't know what that was all about. Introductio, maybe, is what I was looking for. But this little product spotlight today is, well, as you can probably tell by now. Take it, Indy.
Ah, Venice.
Yeah. It's about Venice. No, it's not about Venice at all. It's about Gondolier, one of our most popular scents to date. We've been doing this for probably about... This is not a woman's hat, by the way. This is a genuine Gondolier hat. It's true. I don't know if it's genuine at all, but it is. It's a funky hat. I don't even know if I'm going to wear it through the entire video, but I'm going to try for you guys. But it really doesn't have much purchase on my gigantic melon, if you will. However, must stay on task here. Gondolier. I am so stoked to finally be able to bring this one to you guys. This one is, whew. This is an early soap for us. This is probably about, probably about 5 years in the making. And this is one of our first cologne type soaps, if you will, or scents, if you will. And I should also mention, if you're watching this now, the Star Jelly was just released. Yeah, so you got that going on. Check it out. But off the puck, this is what I get. This is the scent profile. Well, first of all, it's just that classic masculine, old world, yet modern scent, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, it really does have a classic, like, manly type thing going on, but I think young dudes would really be into this as well. It's not like your vintage, like, aftershaves, like Old Spice and English Leather and any one of those. Aquavelva. It is its own, it's fresh. It's very old world, but it's fresh and modern. It's very clean smelling. And the scent notes are bergamot on the top. You got bergamot, rose, jasmine, oakmoss, kind of holding everything together there. Coumarin, citronella, and citronella is very light, but it's in there. Juniper and cedar. And when all these things work together, they really create a wall of scent. It's like the Play-Doh Fun Factory. When you push that and it comes out star-shaped, all the different colors. That's what's going on here. So if there's one particular scent that you don't care for, like citronella, I would not care for citronella alone. Nor with the mosquitoes around me. But in this, it just makes perfect sense. It's a supporting actor. It's a supporting note in making this fragrance. And it is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Those that have it know what I'm talking about. Nick shaves. This is one of his favorite soaps of all time, too. I think there's a video out there still of that. But yeah, I definitely can see young dudes wearing this, too. And the aftershave is just as beautiful, if not more. The difference between a soap and an aftershave is pretty much just the matrix. A soap, a scent in a soap is it's kind of one-dimensional. It's fleeting. You're only using it for a few moments. It doesn't have enough time to really develop, like during the course of the day or through the day, whereas an aftershave does, just due to the alcohol being the vehicle for that. And there's a lot of chemistry happening there. There's going on, especially with the dry down and the projection, which adds or aids in the projection of the scent. So there's that. There's also, the different ingredients in there too, where these are butters and oils, which will kind of hold on to a scent. Aftershaves will, again, project the scent out there, being that it's alcohol, it's taken to the air. And then there's rose water too. There's rose water inside the aftershave. I hardly ever talk about that. Most people when they talk about wet shaving, especially newbies, they get hip to witch hazel. Witch hazel, what's witch hazel? Everything's witch hazel this, witch is that. I use aftershave, I use balm, and I use witch hazel. They just pile it on everything, which is fine. I mean, if that works for you, more power to you. However, for me, it's a little too much. But witch hazel, people are always raving about witch hazel. So much so that a lot of artisans have turned to using witch hazel as a carrier agent for their aftershaves, for their alcohol-free aftershaves, or even for their alcohol-based aftershaves too. They'll use witch hazel in place of water maybe. And I think that's all fine and well and good, being that witch hazel is one of the most popular and most studied plants and herbs that we have shrubs that we have out there in the Americas anyways. It makes perfect sense why this is and why people enjoy it so much. However, there's so many other flower waters out there and hydrosols out there that are just as good as witch hazel. And one of them is rose water. What witch hazel is to us in the United States, rose water is to people in India and Pakistan and even the Middle East. That is their witch hazel because it shares a lot of things and benefits in common with witch hazel. A few of them are anti-inflammatory properties. So it's perfect for an aftershave. It's perfect alone just to splash on some rose water. It also controls excess oil. It helps maintain the skin's natural pH. It helps hydrate, revitalize, and even moisturize the skin. So for me, it's the perfect additive for one of my aftershaves, especially Gondolier, where the rose is already there. And this just adds to it. Again, a hydrosol sits in the cracks of a scent, if that makes any sense. It's in between the notes. It's on a CB radio, you have your channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, but you also have your in-between channels too, like -1, 1.5, whatever. So in between the channels, or ghost notes in music. So it's the notes within the notes, the space within the space, if you will. In the crack is what we call that in jazz. And that's what's going on, and that's one of the purposes that rose water is serving, rather than using just plain water in the mix. It's there. You're going to absolutely love it. If you don't have Gondolier, you need to pick up Gondolier. It's going to be your new best friend. It's hip, but at the same time, it's classic. It's classic Venice. Okay? Though I've never been to Venice, in my mind, when I smell this, I'm instantly taken there. I mean, I really just like... This is just wonderful stuff, folks. If you don't have Gondolier, you need Gondolier. Super fresh, super just old world magic. It's great for us any night. But I can see this in the summer. I can see this in the fall. I can see this even in the winter. I can definitely see this this scent being opened up under a Christmas tree and just like, yep. Because that has a lot to do with it too, how you experience a scent. Is where you were when you first smelled it, or where you first put it on, or whatnot. That will also burn or hardwire on your brain when it works for you, I think. And this, I just love this scent. This works for me all the time because I'm always making it. Gondolier, one of our most popular scents of all time. Pick it up, live it, learn it, love it, wear it, rock it. And that's all, folks. Thanks for tuning in for another product spotlight. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below to be automatically entered into our weekly giveaway, and you can win a bundle of Gondolier. That's right, aftershave and the soap. Or maybe we could do like the soap and the star jelly instead, since the star jelly's new. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you when you win. Yeah. Until next time, folks, this is Douglas Smythe from PhoenixShaving.com, wearing this really stupid hat. Gondolier, folks! Take care.
Yumma bella, la balla mustana